Hi kids, in today's session you are going to learn about production possibility curve. How the production we are giving with the limited resources. About that alone we are going to see in this chapter. The problem of choice between relatively scarce commodities due to the limited productive resources. What the limited productive resources we are having, with that alone we can able to give the commodities. Okay, that commodities we are illustrating with the help of the geometrical device. It is known as a production possibility curve. There is some assumption in this production possibility curve when we are that means when we are illustrating, we are starting to illustrating in the geometrical device. The time period it does not change, it remains the same throughout the curve. Techniques of production are fixed. There is full employment in the economy. Only two goods can be produced from the given resources. What the resources we are having in the hand, from that we can able to give only the two goods. Okay, there is full employment. That means in both, what are the products we are going to give, in that we are employing the full there of the economy. Techniques of production are fixed, it won't change. What if the for one goods, if what we are going to give the production, in that one what the techniques you are we using, that will be the same only up to the end of the resources. The time period also it does not change, for only for the assumption we are taking this all the things. Okay, and resources of productions are fully mobile. The resources of production it will be mobile. Mobile means it can be moved from one place to another place. The factors of productions are given in quantity as well as the quality. The factors of production, how they are giving in the quantity as well as the quality alone. We are not going to reduce any quantity, otherwise the quality. The law of diminishing returns operates in production. Okay, diminishing means decreasing returns in the operation in the production. Okay, we will see this one with the one of the example. To draw the production possibility curve, we are taking one of the schedule here. Okay, for example only I am going to take this one. This schedule suggests that if all resources are thrown into the production of food, a maximum of 500 tons of food can be produced given the existing technology. What the technology we are utilizing, from that we can able to give the 500 tons of the production. Okay, first you check this tabler column, what they given. Quantity of food production in tons they given, number of car production. Okay, if the quantity of food production it is in zero, it lies in the zero, means number of car production, how much we can able to give the production there, possibility is to give the production of 25 car. Okay, if we are increasing, that means that we are going to start the food production for 100, the number of car production it will decrease to the 23. Quantity of food production, if it is increased to 100, number of car production reducing 20, like that alone it reduces. That means when the food production, one of the production it increasing, the another production it is decreasing. Okay, if that only we are suggesting here, just as a example we are taken here. Okay, all resources are instead used for producing cars. 25 cars can be produced. That means if we are not utilizing our resources for the food production, we can able to give them number of cars it is increased 25 cars we can able to give them. That means in between these two extreme possibilities is exist. If you are willing to give up some food, we can have the some cars, like that alone here, isn't it? Okay, we will move on to this production possibility curve. From the graph we may learn that one. We can obtain a production possibility curve by drawing production possibility schedules graphically, isn't it? From what we are having this schedule, from this schedule alone we are giving this graph also. You may check that for 100 they given, isn't it? First you check that food production 0, that the number of cars is 25. Okay, you may check from this one. When the food production is 0, number of cars is 25, isn't it? Next, when the production is 100, that the food production is 100, it reducing to the 23, isn't it? Next to 200, 20, like that it's changing, isn't it? 300, 15, 400, 12, okay, like that only it's there, isn't it? Not 12 also, 8, that one 8 alone. 500, when food production it increased, then car production it decreases, that means it comes to the 0. This line alone we are saying as a production possibility curve, okay. The interior they given as a P7, isn't it? That means what they are saying here, P7, in that one, if you are utilizing, that means when we are utilizing the less amount, that means only the resources, when we are decreasing there, the production it won't comes that much, okay. If society is producing at point P7, that it can increase the production of food, keeping the number of cars it will be constant. The number of cars it won't change there, it will be constant alone. The food production alone it is changing there, that only they said, okay. First you may explain through this itself, I said, isn't it? The quantity of food is shown in x-axis, they given y-axis, they given the number of cars, isn't it? From this alone we drawn this curve also, production possibility curve. How we drawn? From the which one, which the schedule, from the schedule alone we drawn that one. Here from this same this one alone they given this explanation, that means the from the same graphical production possibility curve, what the graph we drawn, from that alone we are giving the full about the food production explanation also. If we assume that innumerable production possibilities exist between any two production possibility schedule, we get the production possibility curve P1 to P6, isn't it? What we are getting there, from P1, from the P1 to P6 we are getting the curve there, okay. Next, what they have said there, this shows the locus of points of the different possibilities of production. That means it shows the, what it shows there, it shows the different possibilities of the production, isn't it? For the food production as well as for the number of cars, for everything it's giving the different possibilities. That means one thing it is increasing, another thing it is decreasing, okay. In only one point it both that means we can give the both in the same manner. When the food production we are giving in the 300, the car production we can able to give the 15. That means we are utilizing the resources for the both equally. We are utilizing the resources for the both equally, okay. Next, shift they given about the what we may get from this one. That means a shift of production possibility curve also they given here. What is the shift of production possibility curve? The PPC shifts upward or downward. Why the production possibility, PPC means production possibility curve, why the production possibility curve it shifts upward, otherwise downward? For what purpose it is getting? That means due to what? That only we are saying here. The change in the supply of productive resources. When the supply of productive resources means if we can able to, that means food production we can able to give, means the production of the cars it will be reduced, isn't it? The upward and downward due to what it's getting, due to the raw material. What the raw material we are getting? If we are getting the food production raw material, means we can able to give them more food production. So otherwise we are only the investing in the what is that one, the car production, for the resources of the car production. If you are investing, means we are getting the car production too much there. The change in the state of technology, if the change, there is the change in the state of technology also, it will be decreasing. For example, we may explain this one through this graph, okay. Through this graph, in this graph what they given, goods X and goods Y. You may say about the food also in one goods X is a food, you may take like that. Goods Y you may take as a what is it, one car, number of cars. The production capacity of an economy grows over time through increase in resources, supplies and improvement of the technology. Through the how they are increasing there, we may, that means how we can able to get the higher production, we can able to give the higher production, okay. A to A1 we can give the goods Y, as well as E to E1 we can able to give the goods X also. How we are giving the if the growth of the resources is there, if we are increasing the resources, okay, if we are increasing the resources as well as when we are improving the technology, it is the possible to give the production from A to A1 as well as E to E1, okay. Like that one they given here in this graph, okay. But here they given the heading as use of production possibility. This diagram, it is not related to this one, okay. What I said for this only shift of production possibility curve, I said no, for that alone it is related there. Next, uses of production possibility curve they given. The problem of choice, the notion of scarcity, solution of central problems, okay. The problem of choice. The problem of choice arises because of the given limited resources and unlimited ones. Problem of choice, when it's arising there, when we are having only the limited resources but we are having the unlimited ones, may relate to the allocation of the resources between the goods for the higher income group and the lower income group. When these resources we are allocating between the higher income group, that means the people those who are receiving the higher income people as well as the lower income people, when we are allocating that one, okay, for the defenses and the civilians, that only it when we are getting the problem, when choosing in the choice, when we are choosing there, in that one when we are getting the problem only they are saying, when we are having the limited resource but having the unlimited wants, at that time we will have the problem. And when we are having the resources, that one we should allocate to the people in between the higher income people as well as the lower income people, to whom we should allocate higher and to whom we should allocate lower. In that also we will get the problem. And when the that means the goods for the defenses whether we will produce, otherwise for the civilians we will produce, in that also we are having the problem. This one already I explained in the basic economic problem. Since PPC is the locus of the combination of the goods, the problem of choice will not arise when we choose any point on PPC. Next, to the notion of scarcity. When the scarcity is there, when the lack is there, we can explain the notion of scarcity with the help of production possibility curve itself. We know that every society possesses only a specific amount of resources. In each and every society we are having only the specific amount of resources alone, which can produce only limited amount of output even with the help of the best technology. If you are having the best technology also, if we are having only the limited resources, how much we are having the resources, according to that alone we can able to give the production. Because with the limited resources we can't able to give the higher production. If you are having the high technology, why you can't able to give the higher production? No one can able to raise any question, okay. Economic scarcity of best fact of life. The production possibility curve reflects the constraints imposed by the element of economic scarcity. Actually, the production possibility curve, what it's reflecting there, what the scarcity, which type of scarcity we are having, in which resources we are having the scarcity, it will we can able to get through the production possibility curve. Solution of central problems. What is the solution? The central problems of an economy can be explained with the help of the production possibility curve. The solution of problem of what to produce involves the decision regarding the choice of location on the production possibility curves, okay. Production possibility curves, according to that location alone we can able to decide what to produce. That means whether we should produce the food, otherwise we should produce the car. Where that means the location, according to the location, this also already explained, isn't it? According to the location, that means where there is a need of the food, there we should give the food production at first. Where there is a need of the car, there we may give the production of the car. That means in which one we should produce, we can able to get through the production possibility curve. That means we can able to come to an one idea. A production combination represented by any point inside the PPC indicates that the economy is using inefficient method. That is only I said about that P7, isn't it? P7 I told in this one, this P7. That P7, that means inside, if you are utilizing the resources, interior side. Shown P4 it is in the outer side, P7 is inner side. If you are utilizing the only the very little amount, that means when we are using the inefficient method of production and inefficient combination of resources, then definitely the what type of the production we will get, that only the unquality production only we can able to get there. Okay, that only we said in that P7 already I explained that also. Okay, that PPC it can indicate the economics using whether we are using the efficient method, otherwise the inefficient method. Okay, as well as that means the production only what the method we are using, inefficient method whether we are using, otherwise the efficient method we are using, whether we are utilizing the resources efficiently or inefficiently, everything we can able to come to know from the production possibility curve.